Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 25 of the Super Sam Sports Encore podcast. All right, tonight we will be doing a watch party for the 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. I'm Sam, and I'm really happy and excited to get this stream going. I'm excited to see what Kansas can do here. But at the same time, I'm also excited to see what Arizona State can do as well and bring to the table. So, yeah. Hello, Super. I'm gonna go ahead and say you're Sarah that's typing in. I think. I'm just gonna say hi. Please type in the chat your name and who's typing. Who's Super? I believe you're Sarah, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, okay. Okay, that clears things up. Alright, so, before we get before we get this game underway, let me first talk some MLB news, alright? So, the Washington Nationals were able to agree, or in this case, ink, on a one-year deal with infielder Eddie Rosario. Oh no, sorry, Ahmed Rosario. So yeah, this was by Thomas Harrigan and Jessen Camarado of MLB.com. The Nationals have agreed to terms on a one-year contract with infielder Ahmed Rosario. The team announced today. The deal is worth $2 million, a source told MLB.com's Mark Feinsand. Rosario, who's 29 years old, is one of a number of veteran acquisitions the Nationals have made this offseason, joining first baseman Nathaniel Lowe and Josh Bell, and pitchers Michael Soroka and Trevor Williams. Most of Rosario's defensive Sam is me, your sister, Sarah. Yes, I figured that out, Sarah. Most of Rosario's defensive appearances have come at shortstop during his time in the majors, but with C.J. Abrams stationed at short and Luis Garcia Jr. at second base, it's possible the Nationals will give Rosario an opportunity to earn regular playing at third base. Last season, 23-year-old Jose Tena made a strong impression at the hot corner, but he could benefit from more time to develop in AAA if Rosario gets the nod. This while National top third baseman prospect Brady House, Nats number 3 MLB, number 84 overall, works toward his big league debut. Rosario also could fill the role of veteran utility infielder following the departure of glue guy Ildemaro Vargas. So yeah, that's the first piece of news. The second piece of news is a trade between the Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks, where in this trade, the trade is not confirmed yet, I don't think, because they haven't came out with the trade details and stuff, or they have, but yeah. The Astros on Wednesday today acquired right-handed pitching prospect Matthew Linsky from the Arizona Diamondbacks. In return, the Diamondbacks got infielder Gray Kessinger. So, if we take a look at this, so Matthew Linsky Matthew Linsky this past season in the 2020 in his 2024 MILB stats, he went 1-1 with a 2.78 ERA, a sub 3 ERA, 22 games, 0 games started, so all of them came from the bullpen, 0 saves, 32 and 1/3 innings pitched, 51 strikeouts, and a 1.11 whip. So he definitely seems like he'll be a good reliever to at least have in our farm system. If he makes the major league roster, that's great. But he seems like a good farm system guy for right now. Greg Kessinger, we liked him while he was still with the while he was with us, the Astros, but in the end, he still didn't do that much. This past season in 2024, he had 21 at bats, 4 runs scored, 0 hits, no home runs, no RBIs, no stolen bases, a 0 batting average, a .160 on base percentage, and a 160 OPS. So, yeah, he's 27 years old, though. He's a third baseman, or that's his primary position is third base. So, I definitely do think Kessinger can be a good player for the Diamondbacks as a good young player because he's still got a whole lot more left in him in his major league career. So I believe the Diamondbacks are actually doing something good acquiring Kessinger here. A good solid young third baseman from the Astros, and I do feel like the Diamondbacks are doing something good here. So that's the second piece of news. The third and final piece of news we got for you, at least for right now, is veteran left-handed pitcher Martin Perez reached an agreement on a one-year deal with the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox are getting into things now. This was per Mandy Bell, per MLB.com. And oh, by the way, that Astros trade was per MLB.com as well. But yeah, this article here, Martin Perez to the White Sox, per MLB.com, Mandy Bell. It says when a rotation is set to be full of young, inexperienced starters, adding a veteran can be crucial to development. That's exactly the step the White Sox took on Wednesday. Chicago agreed to a one-year, $5 million deal with a free agent left-hander veteran Martin Perez, pending a physical. Sources told MLB.com's Mark Feinsand the club has not confirmed the deal yet, mainly because he still has to pass that pending physical. But if we take a look at Martin Perez's stats from this past season, he was with the Padres, and his career regular season, so he didn't pitch in 2024. Or, no, sorry, he did. He pitched with the Pirates in the first part of the season, and then I guess in the trade deadline, he got traded over to the Padres. So, yeah, overall, with both teams, in 2024, he went 5-6 with a 4.53 ERA. But in his career regular season, he is 90-87 with a 4.44 ERA, 314 games, 269 games started, 0 saves, 1,572 and 2/3 innings pitched, 1,109 strikeouts, and a 1.45 whip. But yeah, so the White Sox will also make it interesting now, which I like about it. That's what I like about it. Alright guys, let me get my remote. I'll be right back. I'm just turning on the game now. For everybody that's watching so far, don't forget our upcoming schedule. So we got this game tonight. We got a watch party tonight between the 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. And then tomorrow and Friday will be regular 30-minute podcast episodes. And then we'll get back to the watch parties on Saturday. This Saturday at 1:00 p.m. Central Time, starting with the 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks against the Cincinnati Bearcats. And then at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, we got 3:30 p.m. Central Time, we got the wildcard game between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. And at 5:00 p.m. Central Time, we got the 12th-ranked Houston Cougars taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And then at 7:00 p.m. Central Time, we got the Baltimore Ravens, the 3 seed, taking on the 6 seed Pittsburgh Steelers. And then at 8:30 p.m. Central Time that night, we got the Baylor Bears taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. So that's what's all coming up on this Saturday. Yeah, so Houston and Kansas State will be on ESPN Plus. Same with Baylor and Arizona State. The Chargers and the Texans will be on Paramount Plus, and well, you can watch it on CBS. You can stream it on Paramount Plus. But yeah. But if we take a look at Kansas here, the Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils will come on after the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Ole Miss Rebels game. So that's what's on right now. But let's see. So after this game, Kansas goes on the road and heads for Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the Cincinnati Bearcats at 1:00 p.m. Central Time this Saturday. And then on ESPN2 at 6:00 p.m. Central Time on the 15th, we got them taking on the 3-ranked Iowa State Cyclones in Ames, Iowa. And then they come back home to take on the Kansas State Wildcats. A Battle of Kansas at 12 p.m. Central Time on CBS on Saturday the 18th. Yes, Saturday the 18th. But yeah. So and then on Sunday we got some more news. We got some more things happening on Sunday. We got, let me pull up ESPN again. We got some no basketball games on Sunday, but we do got some football playoff games. Scores wild card. Here we go. So yeah, and then by the way, the Ravens Steelers game at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on this Saturday will be on Prime Video. But yeah, on Sunday at starting at on CBS at on Paramount Plus, CBS Paramount Plus at 12 p.m. Central Time will be the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And then at 3:30 p.m. Central Time on Fox, the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And then at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on NBC and Peacock, we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is the game that me personally, I'm not trusting the Buccaneers this year. I don't know why, but we'll see. Anyways, on Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, Monday night, ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus, we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. So yeah, and that's the upcoming schedule in the next 5 days or so for us. But yeah, about approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain in this Arkansas Ole Miss game, and then it'll switch over to 11 ranked Kansas against Arizona State in Lawrence, Kansas. By the way, at the Allen Fieldhouse, so Kansas will have that advantage as far as being home team. So that's a good thing for Kansas, especially in a conference game. You want to get all the help you need because anything can happen in conference play. Let's just be honest right now. So yeah, but I want to pull back up the MLB main page. See, blood size. We've already talked about that. Uh, I guess we can probably talk about as far as like what. Oh, it just says It just now said Kansas and Arizona State are now on ESPN News for right now. Alright, here we go. But what I was about to say was we can go ahead and talk about where and how is Justin Verlander gonna fit fit in this San Francisco Giants rotation. And now look, he's getting old. He'll again be I think they said he'll be 42 next month, I think. So either this month or next month he'll be 42. So you have to take that into perspective as far as how he's going to pitch, how he's going to play, because again, last year at the beginning of his season, in his first game that he pitched in last season, he didn't do so hot, and yeah, he didn't do so hot, and now yes, I do know he was coming off injury that season and stuff like that, so he was already off to a rough start to the season as it was. But yeah, Arizona State wins the tip but misses that 2-pointer, in Kansas with the defensive rebound. One away. Juwan Harris Jr., Shaquille Moore, Zaki Mayo, KJ Adams Jr., and Hunter Dickinson is your starting five for your Kansas Jayhawks. Dickinson for 2, just plops it in there. So easy for him. Juwan Harris got the steal and almost made it, but he instead missed it, and he'll go to the free throw line. I don't know if it's for 2 or 3 free throws. I have no idea. But makes the first one. It's now 3-0. Makes the second and final one. It's now 4-0. 4-0 Kansas over Arizona State. 19:25 to go in the first half to begin this basketball game. Arizona State misses that 3-pointer. Defensive rebound. Kansas and Dickinson again plumps it in there. It's now 6-0. It's now 6-0 Kansas over Arizona State. And that is a fumble on the ball by Arizona State. It is Kansas basketball now. Another turnover on Arizona State in this game already. And we're only almost 2 minutes in. Only. And yeah. Kansas misses that shot. It's Arizona State with the rebound. So Kansas turnover. Now an Arizona State turnover as they missed that 3-point shot. Three-pointer off the mark. Kansas. Arizona State with the defensive rebound. Miller tries and he drains it for Arizona State. Their first 3 points of the game. They're up 6 and they're on the board now. It's now 6-3. 3-point game. 1 possession game. Back to a 1 possession game. Dickinson off the backboard, no good. Arizona State basketball. For 3, off the mark. Arizona State offensive rebound after a whole lot of just madness on the court. Arizona State with another offensive rebound after a missed 3. Kansas is not able to rebound the ball right now. Arizona State for 2 drains it 6-5. 1-point game. 16:20 to go in the first half. We've been going for 24 minutes now. Insane. 16 minutes remain here in the first half. KJ Adams Jr. misses that 2-point shot off the backboard, and Arizona State basketball. Kansas falling apart right now. Arizona State for 2, and they get the lead 7-6 for the first time in this game. Kansas for 3 drains 9-7. Thanks to Zeke Mayo with the 3-point shot there for the Jayhawks. Arizona State basketball. for two there off the mark. Kansas with the rebound, defensive rebound. Now Kansas is back in control of this game, at least so far. Talked about Arizona State, it'll stick with Kansas basketball. Yeah, Kansas coming off a big win over UCF. And when I say big, I mean like absolute blowout win. 51 points. They won by 51 points over UCF. That just goes to show UCF. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it right there. 14:51 to go in the first half. It's 9-7. 11 went Kansas over Arizona State. They're taking their first time out of the game. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So Jaden Quinn, who is I guess, the center or someone for Arizona State, and then you got Hunter Dickinson for Kansas. They were mentioning how it's kind of like youngest versus oldest, basically. Well, pretty much. Youngest against oldest. Hunter Dickinson is 24 years old. And Jaden Quinton's, I think that's how you say his last name, is, I think, like 20 or so. Or 21, 22, something like that. So, he's the youngest. When it comes to that position, he's the youngest here. When it comes to position matchups, he's the youngest in that position matchup. But Alright. Alright, they're breaking up the huddle here, they're breaking up the timeout, and we're about to go back to play here. Huh, this is interesting. Oh, wait, yeah. I forgot about that. So, for those who don't know, there have been a lot of Los Angeles like wildfires and stuff that have been going on and stuff. So, and that makes it a little bit of a problem, a little bit of an issue as far as I think, plus also like strong winds and stuff, and that makes it a problem mainly because the game coming up on Monday, this coming Monday, between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings is being played in Los Angeles. So, it is being played in Los Angeles, California. So, this article is mainly talking about how the NFL would be willing to move the game to Arizona if this doesn't end up working out. It says NFL is monitoring LA wildfires, names contingency site for Vikings Rams. This was an article by ESPN's Lindsey Turry, or Lindsey Thury. How do you say that last name? Anyways, Los Angeles. As wildfires continue to devastate several areas across Los Angeles, causing thousands to evacuate and impacting air quality, the NFL said it is monitoring the situation's potential impact on Monday night's wildcard playoff game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi Stadium, and has a contingency plan that involves moving the game to Arizona should the need arise. Three major blazes that were burning in the Los Angeles metropolitan area Wednesday, from the Pacific Coast inland to Pasadena, home of the famed Rose Parade. At least 70,000 people were ordered to evacuate, a number that kept changing because evacuation orders were continually being issued, officials said. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that article. But yeah, so something to keep in mind as far as if you're a Rams fan, even if you're a Vikings fan. I mean, heck, even if you're an NFL fan, no matter what team you are, you gotta keep this in mind. This game may or may not be played in Arizona just by how the levels are of the fires when it gets to Monday night. Right? They might have to move it over to Arizona. Like I said, they are willing to. They do have the contingency to move the Rams Vikings game over to Arizona in case the game in Los Angeles does indeed get in danger with like all the LA like wildfires and stuff. So something to keep in mind there for sure. But yeah, they're taking a commercial break right now. The score right now is 11 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the first half. We are tied 15 to 15. 15 to 15. 11 in Kansas over Arizona State. But let's see. here's some college basketball news. So, Bryce Yates, who was a football player for the University of Connecticut, aka UConn, transferred over to Bill Belichick led University of North Carolina, UNC. This was per ESPN staff writer Max Olson. UConn defensive lineman Bryce Yates signed with North Carolina on Tuesday. Sources told ESPN joining the Tar Heels' growing transfer portal class under new coach Bill Belichick. Yates will play for the Tar Heels next season after shining against them in the Fenway Bowl, recording a sack and 3 tackles for loss to earn defensive MVP honors after UConn's 24-14 victory. Now he's switching sides to finish his career in the ACC. Oh, wait, shoot. Bryce Yates is a defensive lineman for the UConn Huskies, but now he's going to be a defensive line. Now he's going to be a Now he's going to be a defensive lineman for the North Carolina Tar Heels. He is a junior, so this will be his. If anyone's in the chat, please type out what's after junior. What's after junior? Hold on. What's after junior? I don't know, but he's a 6'4", 265-pound defensive lineman from San Antonio, Texas, which is where he was born. Oh. Senior, that's what I'm thinking about, senior. So he'll be a senior defensive lineman next season for the North Carolina Tar Heels. So yeah. But yeah, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Good to know that for sure. This past season, 2024, hold on guys, I'm just switching back over to ESPN2 because I think the Arkansas Ole Miss game ended and it just switched back to Around the Horn on ESPN News. So, and I'm not here doing a watch party for that, unfortunately. But, where? Oh, wait, hold on. I went past it. ESPN2. Where is ESPN? ESPN2. There we go. Shout out to Mom in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the chat so far. We've been going on now for 40 minutes. in this live stream watch party so far between the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona Wildcats. It is 10 minutes to go in the first half. It's 21-20 Kansas over Arizona State. Tight game so far. Only a 1-point lead for the Jayhawks. Kansas over Arizona State. Tight game so far. Only a 1-point lead for the Jayhawks. But yeah, so 9 minutes and 30 seconds now to go in the first half. And Arizona State just took the lead again thanks to Bashir Yehad. How do you say that? I'm just going to say Yehad. That's the best I pronounce that last name. Sorry if I'm absolutely saying it incorrectly. But 9:12 to go in the first half. It's 22-21 Arizona State over number 11 ranked Kansas. If Arizona State can pull this win off, now yes, I do know it's still the first half. We still have the rest of this 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this first half, and we still have a whole 20 minutes to go in the second half. But if Arizona State is able to pull off this win and pull off this upset over the Kansas Jayhawks, that would be one heck of a win, one heck of a boost for a team like Arizona State if they're able to pull this off here. Because Kansas, I can tell you right now, Kansas is not an easy team to win. Kansas is not an easy team to win against by any means. So, if Arizona State is able to do that, especially like a team like Arizona State, you're not expecting a team like them to beat a powerful team like the Jayhawks of Kansas. So, but if they are able to do that, then hats off to them. And if they are able to do that, they'll improve to 11-3 on the overall record, getting their 11th win of the season, and improving to 2-1 in conference play. And Kansas would be 10-4 overall, 1-2 in conference play, getting their 4th loss of overall. KJ Adams Jr. just got a dunk. It's now 23-22 Kansas over Arizona State. However, if Kansas wins, they'll get their 11th win of the season. They'll be 11-3 and 2-1 in conference play. Arizona State will be 1-2 in conference play and 10-4 overall for their 4th loss of the season. We'll see what happens though. Tight game so far. Missed 2-point shot there off the backboard. It's Arizona State basketball for 2 off the mark, but a foul on the Jayhawks. Arizona State will go to the free throw line for 2. They're going to commercial break. While they do that, I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. I'm back. Alright, let's check out some NC. We haven't done this in a while, at least in a little bit. Let's check out some NCAA men's college basketball scores. Alright, so with 7:59 to go in the first half, it's 30-18. 17-ranked Oklahoma Sooners over the 10-ranked Texas A&M Aggies. With 9:33 to go in the first half, the 13-ranked Illinois Fighting Illini are beating the Penn State Nittany Lions 20-11. 7:23 to go in the first half. It's 25-20. 18-ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs over the San Diego Toreros. How do you pronounce that? That's just how I do. The Villanova Wildcats pulled off the upset over the 9-ranked UConn Huskies by a final score of 68-66. Yes, UConn is now 12-4 overall, 4-1 in Big East play. Villanova is now 4-1 in Big East play, 11-5 overall. The 5-ranked Alabama Crimson Tides beat the South Carolina Gamecocks pretty handily, 88-68 by 20. 73-66, the 23-ranked Ole Miss Rebels took down the Arkansas Razorbacks, 73-66. Ole Miss is now 13-2 overall, 2-0 in the SEC play, 0-2 in the SEC play, 11-4 overall for Arkansas. For Alabama, they are now 13-2 overall, 2-0 in SEC play. South Carolina now 0-2 in SEC play, 10-5 overall. And then tomorrow, we got at 5 p.m. on the Big Ten Network, we got 15-ranked Oregon Ducks taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. At 5 p.m. on FS1, we got the 20-ranked Purdue Boilermakers taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. At 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on the Big Ten Network, I assume Central Time at least, on the Big Ten Network, we got the Washington Huskies taking on the 16-ranked Michigan State Spartans. And then on Friday, we got at 7 p.m. on Fox, we got the 22-ranked UCLA Bruins taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And then Saturday is a big one. At 11 a.m. on ESPN, we got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 4-ranked Duke Blue Devils. And then on the Big Ten Network, on the again between the 13-ranked Illinois Fighting Illini and the USC Trojans. On the SEC Network at 12 p.m., the 2-ranked Auburn Tigers take on the South Carolina Gamecocks in South Carolina. On ESPN Plus at 1 p.m., the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks travel down to Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the Cincinnati Bearcats. At 1 o'clock p.m. on ESPN, the 3-ranked Iowa State Cyclones head down to Texas to take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. At 1 p.m. on Fox, we got the 9-ranked UConn Huskies taking on the Georgetown Hoyas. At 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus, we got the East Carolina Pirates taking on the 19-ranked Memphis Grizzlies. At 3 p.m. on ESPN, we got the 8-ranked Florida Gators taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. At 5 p.m. on ESPN, we got the 1-ranked Tennessee Volunteers taking on the Texas Longhorns. At 5 p.m. on ESPN2, we got the 17-ranked Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. Alright, at 5 p.m. on the SEC Network, we got the LSU Tigers taking on the 23-ranked Ole Miss Rebels. At 7 p.m. on the ESPN, we got the 5-ranked Alabama Crimson Tides, and 10-ranked Texas A&M Aggies. 7:30 p.m. SEC Network, 6-ranked Kentucky Wildcats against the 14-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs. On ESPN Plus at 8 p.m., we got the Washington State Cougars taking on the 18-ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs. On CBS Sports Network at 8 p.m., we got the Boise State Broncos taking on the 25-ranked Utah State Aggies. And then on Sunday, this is the final one I'll read. At 11 a.m. on Fox, we got the 16-ranked Michigan State Spartans taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. On the Big Ten Network, we got the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the 20-ranked Purdue Boilermakers. At 1 p.m. on the Big Ten Network, we got the Washington Huskies taking on the 24-ranked Michigan Wolverines. On ESPN Plus at 2 p.m., we got the 21-ranked West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And then at 3 p.m. on the Big Ten Network, we got the 15-ranked Oregon Ducks taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. Yeah, now let's look at standings for all the conferences. So, in first place in the ASUN, we got the Lipscomb Bisons. In the America East, UMass Lowell. American Athletic Conference, Memphis. Atlantic 10, St. Bonaventure. Atlantic Coast Conference, Duke. Big 12, Iowa State. Big East, Marquette. Big Sky, Northern Colorado. Big South, High Point. Big 10, Michigan. Big West, UC Irvine. Coastal Athletic Association, Charleston. Conference USA, UTEP. Horizon League, Youngstown State. Ivy League, Columbia. Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, Marist. Mid-American Conference, Miami, Ohio. Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, Norfolk State. Missouri Valley Conference, Bradley. Mountain West Conference, 25-ranked Utah State Aggies. Northeast Conference, Central Connecticut. Ohio Valley Conference, Tennessee Tech. Patriot League, Holy Cross. Southeastern Conference, Auburn, aka the SEC. The Southern Conference, Samford. Southland Conference, McNeese. Southwestern Athletic Conference, Southern. Summit League, St. Thomas. And yes, Oral Roberts is still in sixth place. Sunbelt, South Alabama. West Coast Conference, St. Mary's, and Western Athletic Conference, Grand Canyon. So, yeah. If we head back to scores, I want to check on the score here. So, it is 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the first half. The Arizona State Sun Devils lead the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks by a score of 33-29. They're taking an official TV timeout right now. But yeah, so shout out to everyone that's been sticking around. We've been live now for 55 minutes, close to 56 minutes now.
minutes.
We've officially now been going for 57 minutes now. We're getting close to halftime here between the 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Here in Lawrence, Kansas at the Allen Fieldhouse. Three minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's 33-29. Arizona State over 11th-ranked Kansas. 33-29. Kansas for three. Harris in and out. Arizona State basketball. Almost got three there, but it went in and out. Yeah. Arizona State, fake three attempt there. And a dunk. 35-29. Jaden Quaintance. Jaden Quaintance. With the dunk right there. Now 11 points on the day for Jaden Quaintance. Kansas for three, off the mark. An offensive foul on Hunter Dickinson. It'll be a turnover on Kansas, Arizona State basketball. Nothing working out in Kansas, and nothing working out in the Jayhawks' favor right now. As Arizona State leads 35-29 with just under 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first half of this game. Arizona State for two, offensive misses, but air ball, but miss offensive rebound. Missed three-pointer off the backboard there. Hunter Dickinson with the defensive rebound for Kansas. Kansas basketball now. 2-point there by Harris. Misses offensive rebound. And they'll pull it back just a little bit. For three. Drained. 35-32. Zeke Mayo now 11 points on the day. 3 for 3 at the 3-point line. They just need to hand him the basketball now, from now on, when it comes to 3-point shots. Because he keeps making his 3-point shots, attempts. A dunk right there by Arizona State. Quaintance just making the defense of Kansas just look absolutely fooled right now. 37-32 as they extend their lead. And Hunter Dickinson is fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line for two. A minute and 22 to go here in the first half. It's 37-32. The Sun Devils over the 11th-ranked Jayhawks. There's Jaden Quaintance that has now made the last 2 shots now for Arizona State. And Dickinson makes those 2 free throws there. There's 2 for 2 at the line. It's now 37-34. Alright, here we go. Scoring leaders. Oh, okay. Arizona State dribbling the ball right now. For 2. And they just left him open there. No blocking there. 39-34, Arizona State over Kansas. 50 seconds. Just under 50 seconds to go here in the first half. And that will be a foul on Arizona State. Kansas goes back to the free throw line for a set. Or a pair. A pair of free throws. So, yeah. Kansas is dribbling the basketball right now. For 2 is good. 39-36. 20 seconds to go in the first half. That was a shot by Juwan Harris Jr. 5 seconds. Shot. 3-pointer, air ball. Foul on Harris. A foul on Kansas. And that will send Arizona State to the free throw line for 3 free throws. Three free throws at the line for the Arizona State Wildcats with 1.6 seconds to go in the first half. Wow. Big disappointment right there for Kansas as they were just getting closer to the lead. 39-36. Harris just fouled Arizona State on a 3-pointer right there. On a 3-pointer attempt right there. That could have been an air ball. Instead, it's going to be 3 free throw shots at the free throw line. Or 3 free throw attempts at the free throw line. With 1.6 seconds to go in the first half. And he banks the first one. It's now 40-36. Alston Mason at the free throw line for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Makes the second one. It's now 41-36. Here he goes for this last one. Goes 3 for 3 at the line there. Now 42-36. Dickinson. And that will be it for the first half. 42-36. Arizona State Sun Devils over the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks at halftime. Last loss consecutive home games versus an unranked opponent. Oh, wow. So, I believe what it just said was the last time the Kansas Jayhawks lost at home to an unranked opponent, I guess, an unranked opponent was a consecutive losses, I guess. Or was to Oklahoma State and Kansas State in 1989. So this would be their first loss at home to an unranked opponent since 1989. If I'm reading that right, I have no idea if I heard that right, but I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure. All right, let's pull up MLB here, and oh man. So for anyone that's a Baltimore Oriole fan out there that watches me personally, Brian Matuz. I'm trying my best not to. I'm trying my best not to absolutely say that last name wrong. But he was a left-handed pitcher who spent nearly all of his 8-year MLB career with the Baltimore Orioles. He also had Big Papi's number. And by Big Papi's number, I think he means like on the jersey. I think they mean on the jersey, but he sadly passed away yesterday. 37 years of age. This was per Jake Rill of MLB.com. It says Brian Matuz, a left-handed pitcher who spent nearly all of his 8-year MLB career with the Orioles, died on Tuesday. He was 37. The number 4 overall pick in the 2008 MLB draft. Matuz pitched in 279 games, 68 starts for Baltimore from 2009 to 2016. He made only one big league appearance for the team other than the O's, a 3-inning start for the Cubs on July 31st, 2016 in their most recent championship season. A staple in our clubhouse from 2009 to 2016, Brian was beloved throughout Birdland, and his passion for baseball and our community was unmatched, the Orioles said in a statement. He dedicated his time to connecting any fan he with any fan he could, was a cherished teammate, and always had a smile on his face. Baltimore Orioles posted this on their Twitter, or on X. Our hearts are heavy tonight as we mourn the passing of former Oriole Brian Matuz, a staple in our clubhouse from 2009 to 2016. Brian was beloved throughout Birdland, and his passion for baseball and our community was unmatched. He dedicated his time to connecting with any fan he and always had a smile on his face. Brian's family and loved ones are in our thoughts and prayers as the difficult time. At this difficult time. Sorry. At this difficult time. So yeah, that's things. If you're a Baltimore Oriole fan, I'm sure Brian was a great pitcher for y'all. I mean, I don't personally know his stats or anything, so we can look it up. But yeah, so Brian Matus, he uh, his career regular season 27-41, a 4.92 ERA, 280 games, 69 games started, 0 saves, 528 and 2/3 innings pitched, 462 strikeouts, 1.46 WHIP. Yeah, he was drafted 2008 by the Baltimore Orioles in round 1, overall pick 4. Went to college at San Diego University. He made his debut. Excuse me. He made his debut on August 4th, 2009. August 4th, 2009. And there it is. Died January 7th, 2025. Yesterday. But yeah. So, unfortunate news there, but thoughts and prayers to his family and stuff, to his friends, his family, and of course the entire Baltimore Orioles organization. And yeah. Still halftime here between the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Let's go ahead and look at some more MLB news and stuff that have been going around lately. Lately. Let's see. So we got. Yes, we could talk about this. Red Sox, one of the favorites to sign Alex Bregman. So this was posted by MLB.com staff at 4:12 p.m. Eastern Time, 3:12 p.m. Central Time today. January 8th, Red Sox among most likely landing spots for Alex Bregman. While the Blue Jays, Yankees, and Mets have also been connected to free agent third baseman Alex Bregman lately, MLB Network insider Jon Heyman thinks the Red Sox and Tigers are the most likely landing spots. Boston has been busy on the pitching side of the ball this offseason, adding Garrett Crochet, Walker Buehler, Patrick Sandoval, Aroldis Chapman, Justin Wilson, and Giovanni Moran. But they have yet to sign a bat in free agency. Fangraphs puts Boston current payroll at an estimated $172 million, presumably leaving plenty of room in its budget to fit Bregman. If the Red Sox do end up adding Bregman, it's possible they'll use him to fill their void at second base, signing Bregman to play third base and moving Rafael Devers to first is another possibility, potentially freeing up the club to trade first baseman Triston Casas for more pitching. The Red Sox also have been mentioned as a potential suitor for Cardinals third baseman Nolan Arenado. A source told MLB.com's John Denton that Arenado has informed the Cardinals that he is willing to approve a trade to Boston. Meanwhile, Chris Cotillo and Sean McAdam of MassLive.com have reported that the Red Sox are a preferred destination, if not the preferred destination for the third baseman. Although Boston's level of interest in acquiring Arenado is unclear. The Tigers, meanwhile, already bolstered their infield with the addition of second baseman Gleyber Torres on a one-year, $15 million deal, but third base remains unsettled. Evan Petzold of the Detroit Free Press recently reported that Detroit is all in on Bregman to fill the void. Even after signing Torres, the Tigers' payroll sits at just $109 million. Heyman does not view the Yankees or Mets as likely fits for Bregman at this juncture, but the Blue Jays can't be ruled out. USA Today's Bob Nightingale reported to Tuesday that the Blue Jays have been showing the strongest interest of any team in the mix for Alex Bregman. So yeah, the Red Sox honestly might be more into the sweepstakes now, especially with there now being rumors now that Arenado might actually stay with the Cardinals after all. Yeah, that was an article. Yeah, this article right here. Will the Cardinals retain Arenado after all? Latest free agent trade rumors. Posted 3:11 p.m. at Central Time today on MLB.com. Per MLB.com. January 8th. Will the Cardinals retain Arenado after all? Cardinals President of Baseball Operations John Mozeliak made it perfectly clear during the winter meetings that the team intended to trade third baseman Nolan Arenado. 1 month later, however, Arenado is still with St. Louis, and the chances of the 33-year-old being dealt before opening day appear to have diminished considerably. The Cards thought they had a deal to send Arenado to the Astros in mid-December, but Arenado exercised his full no-trade clause to block the trade. Houston subsequently signed first baseman Christian Walker, locking in Isaac Paredes as its starting third baseman, and taking the club out of the mix for a potential Arenado trade. According to a report from Katie Woo, The Athletic, subscription required. There has been next to no traction in Arenado trade talks since the Cardinals deal with the Astros fell through. The Yankees were also among the small number of teams to inquire about Arenado in early December, but they balked at St. Louis demands, with the Cardinals unwilling to eat a large portion of his remaining contract. 3 years, $74 million, $10 million, or which will be paid by the Rockies just to move him. Per Woo, multiple league sources have indicated that the Red Sox represent Arenado's last chance of being traded before the start of the 2025 campaign. A source told MLB.com's John Denton that Arenado has informed the Cardinals that he is willing to approve a trade to Boston. Meanwhile, Chris Cotillo and Sean McAdam of MassLive.com have reported that the Red Sox are a preferred destination, if not the preferred destination, for the third baseman, although Boston's level of interest in acquiring Arenado is unclear as the club remains in play for free agent Alex Bregman. But yeah, we've now been going for officially now an hour and 22 minutes. I want to thank everybody that's been sticking around now. An hour and 22 minutes is how long we've been live. Now they are just now getting the second half underway between the 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Hi, dogs. Down in Arizona State, Kansas will throw it in from the sidelines. 3-pointer by Mayo. Off the mark, Kansas with offensive rebound. Mayo for two. Right up the middle. 38-42. 38-42. 42-38, I should say. Zeke Mayo, 13 points on the day, 5 for 7 field goals. Now, just absolutely blew past the Arizona State defense. Jump ball, and it belongs to Arizona State. I know. "19 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the game. 42-38. Arizona State over 11th-ranked Kansas. "18 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game. It's 42-38. Arizona State Sun Devils over the 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks. Hunter Dickinson missed 2-point layup there. Arizona State basketball. But Arizona State dribbling the basketball right now. Doing a normal dribbling, passing. Kansas deflects it out of bounds, and it'll stick with Arizona State basketball. And they will throw it in from the sidelines. Deep three, off the mark, Kansas. Defensive rebound, that is Zeke Mayo with the rebound. Hunter overthrows Hunter Dickinson, and that will be out of bounds. But in the meantime, a foul on Bashir of Arizona Bashir Yad of Arizona State. So Kansas will stick with the basketball. They'll throw it in from the sidelines. Arizona State with the steal. Another bad pass right there by Zaki Mayo of the Jayhawks. And it's Arizona State ball. 17:35 to go here in the game. It's 42-38. Arizona State over 11 at Kansas. Kansas and Hunter Dickinson with the steal. 2-pointer by Kansas. And they are fouled. And it looks like Moore. And the Kansas Moore will go to the free throw line for the Jayhawks. Hold on, guys. Be right back. Let me just shut my door. Makes the first one is now 42-39. Goes 2 for 2 at the line there now. 42-40. 17:28 to go in the game. So far, this game is looking like it may or may not come down to the wire. Nice defense being played right now by Arizona State. Sorry, by Kansas. Nice pressure, and Kansas with a 2-point miss. And out of bounds. Turnover, Kansas. It'll be Arizona State basketball. I think. Oh, no. Kansas just throws it from the sidelines. And out of bounds called on Zaki Mayo of Kansas. They were saying he touched out of bounds on the 3-point line. In 3-point lane, he touched out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover. It'll be Arizona State basketball. "17 minutes to go in the game. It's 42-40. Arizona State over Kansas. Kansas with the basketball now. As Arizona State misses their shot there for another turnover. And another Kansas turnover as they missed that 2-point shot. Arizona State basketball. I feel like I'm going back and forth here. Kansas basketball, Arizona State basketball. Kansas basketball again. Arizona State misses that 2-pointer for another turnover. And another turnover on Kansas as Dickinson misses that. Arizona State basketball. And that will be another steal by Kansas. Another turnover on Arizona State. And Dickinson finally with the dunk. And a chance for Kansas to take the lead with a potential 3-point play at the free throw line. Hunter Dickinson was fouled while he made that dunk for a 2-pointer. A chance for Kansas to take the lead 43-42 if he makes this free throw here at the line for the Jayhawks. With 16 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the game. A quick timeout is called by... A quick timeout is taken. Taken. A quick timeout is taken here. Might be by the Kansas Jayhawks, but I have no idea. But yeah, quick timeout taken here. And also commercial break here. 16 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 42-42. Arizona State and 11 at Kansas. Hunter Dickinson will try to go to the free throw line for Kansas and give Kansas the lead again, 43-42. When they come back from commercial break. So found this interesting. Here's an article talking on MSN talking about is Rafael Devers pitching for the Red Sox to sign Alex Bregman? That is mainly interesting because Rafael Devers is their main third baseman. Does he really want to lose his job as the main third baseman for the Red Sox? I have no idea. But, anyways, so per MSN, if his recent social media activity is any indication, Boston Red Sox third baseman Rafael Devers may be keen on the idea of his team adding free agent slugger Alex Bregman. Outside of financials, one of the obvious primary reasons for a potential deal between Bregman, a third baseman as well, and the Red Sox being delayed is that Boston already has Devers manning the hot corner. After drawing the ire of Red, I, how do you say that? Ire of Red Sox Nation in recent years for trading away former AL MVP Mookie Betts and later allowing star shortstop Xander Bogaerts to walk in free agency. Team Brass attempted to mend the relationship with fans. Boston locked in Devers with the richest contract in franchise history ahead of the 2023 campaign at $313.5 million over 10 years. The 28-year-old has responded with two more stellar seasons at the plate, collecting 300 hits, including 68 doubles and 61 home runs, to go with 183 RBIs over 2023 and 2024. Devers earned his second Silver Slugger award 2 years ago and his third All-Star nod last season. His defense has continued to cause headaches for fans in Beantown, however, as he's paced the AL in errors by a third baseman each season since his first full campaign in 2018, finishing 2024 with 12. Devers also leads all active players at the hot corner with 141 career miscues. Alright, here we go. Hunter Dixon at the free throw line trying to give Kansas the lead, and he does. 6:10 to go in the game. 11 Kansas leads Arizona State now 43-42. $15:35 to go in the game. Arizona State basketball. Three-pointer and three-pointer is good off the backboard, but it will not count. The basket will not count. Shot clock. They're saying shot clock violation. They're saying shot clock violation. Yeah, I think that's a shot clock violation. Yeah. Yeah, ball's still in his hand by the time the shot clock hit 0, so yeah. Shot clock violation. The only reason I'm repeating that again is because they're replaying it. They're doing an official review on it. So, according to MSN, an article here, Washington Nationals signed former Los Angeles Dodgers infielders to a lucrative deal. Oh wait, that was Ahmed Rosario, who we were just talking about, so never mind. My bad, my bad. I'm opening up an ESPN tab so we can look at some NCAA college basketball men's scores once they go back to commercial break here. Right now it's 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the game. Still remains 43 to 42, 11 in Kansas over Arizona State. Hey, jab shooting at the free throw line, shoot pair, and he makes the first. 44-42, Kansas over Arizona State. College men's basketball has a pretty big day of basketball coming up this Saturday. Zero field goals in the last 5 minutes and 45 seconds for the Arizona State Sun Devils. B.J. Freeman for Arizona State is called for the offensive foul. Yeah, his shoulder went into Juwan Harris Jr. of Kansas. So yeah, offensive foul, turnover, Arizona State, Kansas basketball. Mayo lost his hands with the basketball, and it's Arizona State basketball as they get the steal here. Kansas turnover once again. And Kansas steal, Arizona State turnover, Kansas for two, 14:30 to go in the game. It's 47-42. 11 Kansas over Arizona State. Arizona State with the timeout. With 14:32 to go in the game. Arizona State calls a timeout. And that'll bring them to commercial break. Or that'll take them to commercial break. Alright, let's look at some college men's basketball scores here. 15:43 go in the game. It's 51-41. 17 ranked Oklahoma Sooners over the 10 ranked Texas A&M Aggies. The 13 ranked Illinois Fighting Illini are embarrassingly or absolutely blowing out the Penn State Nittany Lions 53-26. 15:05 to go in the game. 12-12 to go in the game. The San Diego Toros are getting beat by the 18 Gonzaga Bulldogs 64-50. And yeah. If we take a look at Division I men's basketball, you can see a lot of games. So, with 44 seconds to go in the game, the Providence Friars are beating the Butler Bulldogs, I guess, 82-65. Yeah, Butler Bulldogs. 130 to go in the game. 69-67. Georgia State Panthers over the Georgia Southern Eagles. Eagles, yeah. Georgia Southern Eagles. Yeah. The North Texas Mean Green are beating the Rice Owls by a score of 62-42 with 11:16 to go in the game. The Virginia Tech Hokies are right now losing to the Stanford Cardinals by a score of 44-42, 11:21 to go in the game. That's all I'm going to read for now. But yeah. Shout out to everyone so far. We've been on the air now for an hour and 42 minutes. Almost an hour and 43 minutes. So, yeah. 14:32 go in the game. It's 47-42, 11 Kansas over Arizona State here in Lawrence, Kansas at the Allen Fieldhouse, home of the Kansas Jayhawks. Arizona State has not scored in the last 6 minutes and 45 seconds of the second half. Knocked out of bounds by Kansas. It'll stick with Arizona State basketball with 14 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this game. Goes in from the sidelines and tried going for three there, but did not work out. And tried going for two there, did not work. And looks like a foul on Kansas there. So, pair of free throws off the line, I guess, for Arizona State, or they'll just throw it in the sidelines. I have no idea. And they will throw it in from the sidelines. In this case, they just passed. They just bounced it on the ground for the player. And a steal. Another turnover on Arizona State. Kansas basketball. Mayo gets bumped for the foul on Arizona State. 12:30 to go in the game. It's 47-45, 11 Kansas over Arizona State, and Zakeem Mayo will go to the free throw line for the Jayhawks for 2 free throws. We've been live for an hour and 46 minutes now. Wow. Also, guys, I just want to let y'all know the channel has hit 17 subscribers. I want to thank everybody that has supported me, that has supported the channel. The channel is still growing, and I'm excited to see where the future, or sorry, not where, what the future has in store for this channel. We have a lot coming. And it starts this Saturday, and it starts tomorrow and Friday with regular 30-minute episodes, but it all starts this Saturday with Kansas versus Arizona, Kansas versus Cincinnati, Texans versus Chargers, Houston versus Kansas State, Ravens versus Steelers, and Baylor versus Arizona State. Kansas with a steal and a dunk, Shaquille Moore, plus the foul. 12:18 to go in the game. It's 51-45. 11 Kansas over Arizona State. And Kansas, it looks like Shaquille Moore will go to the... Oh, no. No foul there. But Shaquille Moore, what a steal there. Kansas with the steal. Another one by Shaquille Moore. A dunk! Passes it down to Rylan Griffin. Timeout, Arizona State. Allen Fieldhouse is going nuts right now. 53-45. 11 in Kansas over Arizona State with 14 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this game. Shaquille Moore and Rylan Griffin getting it done for the Jayhawks. Correction there. 11 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the game. It's 53-45. 11 in Kansas over Arizona State. My good lord. My lord. By the way, we've now been going for an hour, officially now an hour and 50 minutes. Because we're wondering, here's the I'm playing for. Man, Kansas on a hot run right now.
I hope you're.
But so I don't necessarily talk about NBA on this channel just because, or I don't necessarily feel the need or really ever want to talk about NBA just because it's not it's not me. I like college basketball, and I don't really know too much about NBA. So, but for anyone that's out there that's an NBA fan that watches me personally, it's I just want you to know right now it's halftime right now between the Bucks and Spurs. The Bucks are leading 65-46. That might be the last thing that I really talk about NBA wise for a good while, probably for good reasons. And when I say for good reasons, do I mean anything bad about the NBA? No. No. The NBA is great. It's just the NBA is great. It's just I don't know. I like college basketball. I prefer it more fun to watch college basketball and to talk about college basketball. Um, Plus, also, I don't know. There are only a few. There are only so many players that I know that play in the NBA. Um, Kansas for three drains it. KJ Adams Jr. 10:40 to go in the game. 56-45. Kansas over Arizona State. Rylan Griffin 7 points on the day now. Sorry, that was not KJ Adams Jr. That was Rylan Griffin. Holy cow. Arizona State. A foul on Kansas. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I don't know the players. I only know so many. I only know some players in the NBA, and there would have to be a lot for me to learn if I would want to start talking about NBA stuff on this channel. And trust me, I would be willing to do it if you guys want it. If you guys want it, I'll do it. But that would be for me to be involved in learning more about the players and just overall stuff in general surrounding the NBA. So I don't know. You guys can leave your own comments, thoughts, and opinions and stuff on that, and you guys can probably let me know on what you probably want to see on this channel. As far as, do you want to see NBA? Do you not? Do you want to just keep it college basketball? Because I'll keep it college basketball, college football, and MLB stuff. But I'm just wondering, would you guys like to see NBA and stuff? Since this is also a sports podcast where we also talk about basketball. Do you want to see NBA or do you just want to see college basketball? And when I say college basketball, I specifically mean men's. I specifically mean men's college basketball. Anyways, 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. The 11 ranked Kansas Jayhawks lead 58-47 over the Arizona State Sun Devils. Arizona State fumbled the ball there, but recovered the basketball there. A foul on KJ Adams Jr. of Kansas. Maybe. Oh no. An offensive foul on Arizona State. Another turnover on Arizona State. It'll be Kansas Jayhawks basketball once again. Mm-hmm. 8:33 to go in the game. Still remains 58-47. Jayhawks over the Sun Devils. Arizona State basketball here. Now 8:20 to go in the game. Just under 8:20. Arizona State for two. Off the mark. Hunter Dickinson with the defensive rebound for the Jayhawks. $7:30 to go in the game. It's 60-49. 11 in Kansas over Arizona State. That was Alston Mason for Arizona State making that 2-pointer to get them to 49 points. Kansas second half defense tonight has only allowed 7 points to Arizona State. Arizona State field goals has allowed them to 3 for 14. And three-point lane for Arizona State, they've allowed 1 for 7. This Kansas team, they just completely activated at the start of the second half. Save my phone there from falling. 5:45 to go in the game, and 64-49, 11 Kansas over Arizona State. 5:40 to go in the game, just under. Four minutes and 49 seconds to go in the game. 11 Kansas leads Arizona State 64-50. Arizona State basketball. They just threw it in from the sidelines, and now they're dribbling, and they're dribbling it down the court and pass it 3-point off the mark. Defensive rebound. Kansas. Dickinson might have just gotten the wind knocked out from there. If one looks uncomfortable, that's for sure. I like to thank everyone that was able to join this live stream, and whether you're still on here or not, I'd like to thank everyone that was on here watching. We've been live for now 2 hours and 8 minutes, about to be 2 hours and 9 minutes. So, yeah, just want to thank everybody. Now it's officially 2 hours and 9 minutes. 2 hours and 9 minutes officially. We've been live here in this watch party between the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks against the Arizona State Wildcats. Arizona State Sun Devils. I was thinking of the Arizona Wildcats, but my bad. Let's see. So MLB. Let me see. So these are the best relievers in baseball right now. This is an article posted at 8:02 p.m. Central Time tonight, per MLB.com. MLB Network was doing a show where they were announcing the top 10 best relievers in baseball right now. And let's see. per MLB.com. It says MLB Network is continuing its annual tradition of ranking the top 10 players right now at each position, using rankings based on their past performances, various offensive and defensive metrics, including both advanced statistics and traditional numbers, and analysis by the MLB Network research team. The Shredder produced its list of the 10 best pitchers. 10 best players at each position right now. The 10 show rollout began on Tuesday with the top center fielders being announced and will conclude with the top left fielders on January 29th. Top 10 relief pitchers. Devin Williams changed teams this offseason, but his spot in the top 10 here didn't budge, ranking number 1 for the second straight year. Williams enters his first season in Yankees pinstripes after being traded by the Brewers in December. The 2024 National League and American League saves leader Ryan Helsley and Emmanuel Clase are high on the list, but Clase's Cleveland teammate Cade Smith ranks above both the flamethrowing Athletics closer Mason Miller makes his first appearance on the list as well. Relief pitchers. Alright, so number 1, Devin Williams. Number 2, Cade Smith. Number 3, Ryan Helsley. Number 4, Emmanuel Clase. Number 5, Mason Miller. Number 6, Edwin Uceta. Number 7, Tanner Scott. Number 8, Kobe Yates. Number 9, Jeff Hoffman. And number 10, Rafael Iglesias. So Devin Williams of the Yankees, Cade Smith of the Guardians, Ryan Helsley of the Cardinals, Emmanuel Clase of the Guardians, Mason Miller of the Athletics, Edwin Uceta of the Rays, Tanner Scott who is a free agent right now. Kobe Yates is a free agent right now. Jeff Hoffman is also a free agent right now. And Rafael Iglesias of the Atlanta Braves. So yeah. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in game. 11 Kansas leads by 16, 66-50 over Arizona State. Hunter Dickinson, 15 points on the day now, 5 for 14 field goals today. So tonight against Arizona State. Foul on the floor on the Jayhawks of Kansas. And that will be a pair of free throws up the line for the Sun Devils of Arizona State. 3:09 to go in the game. Arizona State shoots a pair of free throws here at the line. At the free throw line for Arizona State or for Kansas. No, for Arizona State. Makes that one. And it was just a 1-1 thing. 68-51 now. Oh, sorry, 68-52. Apparently they had the score wrong, I guess. I don't know who that was that shot the free throw, but one of the players. That's a missed shot right there by Kansas, and defensive rebound, Arizona State. 2-pointer there, off the mark, just short. Rebound, Kansas. Oh, now it says 53 for Arizona State. All right. Scoreboard people are drinking. 3:27 to go in the game. It's 74-72. 10-ranked Texas A&M Aggies over the 17-ranked Oklahoma Sooners. 3:27 to go in the game. Arizona State defensive rebound, no good there for Kansas. Let me just get you guys caught up to speed. If you guys forgot, the NFL schedule. All right. So scores here. Wild card. So this Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time on CBS and Paramount Plus, the my Houston Texans take on the Los Angeles Chargers in the AFC wild card. Also at 7 p.m. Central Time on Prime Video, the Baltimore Ravens will be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also in the AFC wildcard. I will be doing a live stream watch party for both those games, the Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Steelers games there. And same for all the games on Sunday. I'll be doing a watch party. I'll at least be trying to do a watch party for the entire NFL playoffs for all the games in the wildcard, division round, conference championship games, and the Super Bowl. Both the AFC and NFC. But the Super Bowl will just be, of course, because it's AFC and NFC versus NFC. Yeah, you get the point. 1:10 to go. We're entering the final seconds of this game. Now, 1 minute remains in this game. 11 Kansas leads Arizona State 71-53, and that is steal by Kansas. 3-pointer. Mayo drains. 74-53. Zaki Mayo, 23 points on the day now. On the night. That's offensively. That's a defensive rebound by Zaki Mayo. For 3. Mayo off the mark. Arizona State defensive rebound. 2-pointer there. Just let him go. They're not coming back at this point now. And that will do it. The 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks pull off the win over the Arizona State Sun Devils 74-55. And they are now improved to 11-3 on the season overall. 11th win of the season. They're now 2-1 in conference play. Arizona State now 1-2 in conference play and get their 4th loss of the season. They're now 10-4 overall as the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks pull off the win over the Arizona State Sun Devils by a final score of 74-55. And that is also going to do it for me, folks. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I'm Sam. This was episode 25 of Super Sam Sports Encore podcast, a watch party of the 11-ranked Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. I'm Sam. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, actually, tomorrow evening. I'll see y'all tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Yes, 5 p.m. for just a regular episode. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Alright, I'll see y'all there. Have a good night. Peace out.